Hi guys, we are now going to look at rounding off decimal fractions. It works the same way as rounding off whole numbers. I just want to remind you, 1 to 4 stays on the floor, which means it goes back to 0, it goes smaller. 5 to 9 climbs up the vine, which means it goes up, so it goes to the next number. Now, if you round to the nearest whole number, just like when we normally do rounding off, you go 1 digit to the right. So you want to round off to the nearest whole, so that's the next number. So that's the number you have to look at. And since it's a 4, it'll stay on the floor. So from there on, everything must become zeros. So this becomes, rounded off, 1. You can also say 1, 0. It's the same thing. If you look at that side, we want to round to the nearest whole. So you look at the first decimal, which is a 5. Now remember, 5 comes up the vine. So this one becomes 1 more. So this becomes rounded off 34. Again, you can say 34, 0 if you like. It means the same thing. Now, if we are rounding to the first decimal place, you must look at the second decimal. So if that's the first decimal place, remember decimal place is after the comma. So if that is your first decimal place, you have to look at the second one to make your decision. Now remember, 1 to 4 stays on the floor. That's a 3. So from that 3, everything else becomes zeros. So this becomes 0, 4. And you can add those 3 zeros if you like, but it means the same thing. Again, if we're rounding to the first decimal, we have to look at the second decimal. 9 goes up, which means this becomes 1 more. So this becomes 12, 1. Works the same way. If we're rounding off to the second decimal, we are going to look at the third decimal to make our decision. So if that's our second decimal, the second number after the comma, you're going to look at this number. 3 goes down, so these will become zeros. So this will be 101, 1, 2, 0, 0. You don't have to write the zeros, you can stop at 1, 2. This side, we round into the second decimal, so we must look at the third decimal. 9 goes up, so this one's going to make this one go up. And then because it's a 9, it's going to make this one go up. So this one is going to become 11 or 11, 0.